Hello my lovely Virgos, thank you very much for tuning into your reading with me, Lorien. This is your reading for the month of July 2016 and it's for general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon and Rising sign. If it is a more personal, dedicated reading to yourself that you're looking for, just click on the link below and it'll take you to my website where all the information as to how to get on with me is there. And also if you don't see what you want on the website, just give me an email or you can donate on the contact page, and all donations do receive a 3-card reading. So that's in case you just don't feel like you can afford one at this point in time, because I know a lot of people are struggling, so don't worry about that. All donations do receive a 3-card reading from me, and thank you to those of you who have done that already. So you may notice that I'm somewhere different this month. This is because my laptop decided not to record longer than 3 minutes. So I had to quickly buy a webcam so I can use this for you. I hope it's more HD, but I am on the PC. And it is sacred. I have all my work around here. I do Skype readings from here too. But it's basically not as aesthetically pleasing, I think, as, you know, this cloth always catches the incense, you know what I mean? So it's still okay, I think, but next month when I have more time I'll probably be able to make it look a lot prettier for you all. Now this month we're using the Earth Magic Oracle deck and the Druidcraft Tarot, and these for some reason really wanted to be used. Now in the last reading I got to this point of shuffling, Virgo, I actually tried to do you a minute ago, and some of the cards fell out and they stopped the video. So either my introduction wasn't good enough for them or they weren't ready. So let's see what they have to say for Virgo today. As always, I do invite you, if you would like to kind of meditate with the cards or see if there's any symbolism within the cards that relates to you, because obviously if you've been seeing a lot of imagery lately, like bird imagery or fox imagery, and then you see it on these cards, it may be something that I'm not able to pick up directly for you individually, but it is something that I feel that you should take to heart and have a look at and just really see if you can explore a little bit more as to what that means. Okay. Oops. Wow. Look at this. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, I just have to find somewhere to put it all now. Okay. Because I have all my books around here, all my witchy books, astrology books, tarot decks, they're all around here, and I have very little room. All my writing books, notepads, you know, everything. You seem to want to come through. Ooh. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I want to give you another one. See, this one seemed to want to separate from the pack. Ah, okay. You're not the only one to have that card either. I can't remember who else had it. But if your other signs, for instance your rising or your moon or your sun has the other sign with that one, that's a double message for you to release something. Let me just see what is coming through for Virgo. So much green, it's really good. Red as well. Now again, as you may all know, a lot of my friends are Virgos, 2 of my best friends are Virgos. Although you do tend to have a lot of anxiety, there is a fire beneath you, which is what I feel this relates to, but also the red in general. I do feel though that you've been under a cloud lately. Some of you have really got some hardcore strength there. Yeah, some of you have really got some hardcore strength beneath to get you where you want to go. I think some of your ambitions are now coming to the forefront in July, particularly after the midpoint, the midsummer. It's not midsummer, is it? Oh, it is, summer solstice. Particularly after that time, you're going to be charging forwards in relation to what it is your heart's telling you to do. Do the right thing, I think, is what's coming through. You need to do the right thing here. Whether or not people are watching you you know yourself, it's not going to be for show, it's going to be for what you feel is the right thing to do. And I honestly feel that's the epitome of Virgo. You always do what's the right thing or what you feel is morally right. Now the lady here, she is suggesting that you are full of fruit to bear. You've got a lot of potential within you. You have a lot of things to give the world. You should also be reaping some rewards or, things from your efforts recently. I also believe that she's here to guide you in some way. She seems to be of the kind of person who really does like to nurture. And I know Virgos love to nurture. When I was in hospital, one of my best Virgo friends, she came every day to see me, and she took my mother back home, even though it was kind of the opposite side of town. She drove my mother back home every single day. So I feel that this is something like that. You put yourself out for people, and you really do give the best that you possibly can. However, I honestly feel that there is a warning within this to say you should not do this at the expense of yourself. Again, you're very selfless, but I think there is a point at this month where you need to be a little bit selfish, and this could be which actually triggers, I'll go to this one for a second, the volcanicity between the volatility inside of you. You may think, well, I don't want to do this because I'm a nice person, and being selfish is, so this is going to stir up a lot of issues maybe, and you don't really want to be that person who does things for selfish reasons. But sometimes you just gotta say sod it, I don't care. I hear a lot about partners saying, no, you have enough of that, you shouldn't do that anymore, and they feel bad then when, for instance, they buy a lot of books, and then, oh, I really want this book, and then their partner goes, and they go, oh, I shouldn't buy this because they'll be really mad that I bought it. Be selfish, I don't see why that's a case, but it may be that other people around you are going, oh no, why are you doing that? Because it's out of sorts with your giving nature or something that they appear to have. So even if nobody's watching, do the right thing, do something for you, but also try and tame this volatility between, oh, I'm doing the right thing, oh, I know I don't really know what to do. Restrain that, and I think actually release that, because it's almost like the fire is burning there, and the fire of autumn and the changing winds are coming through, and it feels like you are kind of releasing some energy, some built up energy. Some light is going to be shed on a particular issue, as you can see here with the stream of light, and I think this will be only done when you are feeling ready to move on. I'm, to be honest, sick of seeing titles of videos recently saying, let go. It's like, yeah, everybody needs to let go once in a while. Everybody needs to keep releasing issues every single month. Every single month we need to let go of things. Because every month to me is a transition. I mean, some take longer than others. It's year 9. Year 9 is about letting go. But I feel for you, this is a release of something very personal. And I'm not going to say let it go. I think it's a release of it. Just kind of releasing yourself of the fact of, oh, I have a duty to be blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Not really. Be selfish, because I think this is a time where you can go within yourself and feel what makes you happy. If it is books, if it is bears, if it is working for charity shops, if it's for little bric-a-brac, if it's spending 3 hours on the internet, or if it's spending 3 hours writing, if it's doing something like going out for a run, whatever you feel driven to do this month, please do take the time to do it. And you may feel as though you're kind of on your own after you've made that decision, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel that you are listening to your inner wisdom now, and to be honest, I do feel that there's a road less travelled that you may start to go along in July. It seems to be calling towards you, especially for those with, normally it's a lion here, so I'm going to say with Leo aspect. If you've got Leo rising moon, something like that, I feel that there's going to be something around maybe the 3rd week of July which actually affects you going forwards, and it kind of gives you this strength, it gives you this kind of, no, I'm going to do it my way. But also it makes you feel more protective over your family members, over your relationships, your friendships. And you may feel like you have to defend yourself or you defend other people's opinions this week. Or towards the end of July. But I feel for the most part it is just about you setting off on your own. It is about you making sure that you have your moral compass as your guide every step of the way, but ultimately doing it for yourself. And that's what I feel this is a strength is. You may have to break some ties in order to do this. And actually, just as a thought, my friend is actually leaving America to come to England and Scotland to kind of, walk the road less travelled, basically. She's doing it for herself and on her own, which is very brave. So I feel that this is an energy almost, and she does have Leo rising. Okay, so this is very much resonating with you as everybody. So this is something that I feel that's coming through, and my other Virgo friend seems to have something coming up as well. And I also heard about another Virgo client that's doing something in July. So this actually marries up very well, and I do feel this is not just astrology, this is energy that's coming in to give you something here. It doesn't matter if you don't know what's happening yet. Some of you aren't quite there yet because we've got this kind of volatility of I'm not sure as to whether this is the right thing to do. It will be. It may not be as big as a trip abroad, but it's definitely something where you feel like I'm going to set out on my own now and do something for me. Now, the King of Wands comes in here, and he does appear to be a very fiery person, but I feel there's a gentility there. He's seen a lot of things, he's done a lot of things. I don't know whether you can see his face. No, it's blurred, it won't focus. But it seems like though he does have he has got a lot of lines, he's got a lot of truth within him. I feel he's very fair, but I also feel he's got this kind of energy inside that makes him a little bit rough around the edges. You may meet him and go, oh crikey, he's a bit everywhere, he's scatty as a box of frogs. But he means well, and I think he's going to, if it's a person, I think he's going to help you. If it's not, it may be the energy that you feel. You may feel like you're a bit scatty as a box of frogs and everything like that, but I feel it's more a transition into, yeah, I feel like I've got this, I feel like I'm creative energy, I feel like I'm here, I feel like I'm helping myself. And that's something that I really hope you can take on board throughout July and even into August, which is really going to be interesting, especially for those of you born in August. Those August Virgos seem to have a lot of stuff going on as far as I can read from this, but as always, if it is a personal reading that you're after, just click on the link below and you can get anything you like from me there. Also, ways to contact me are on there too. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes for you in August, to be honest, but in the meantime, I wish you the best of luck. Comment below with how things go for you, and I wish you all the blessings in the world, dear Virgo.